My name is Abdul Rahman, and today I have very good topic to talk with you. My topic name is the secret to building lasting habits. Would you like to talk with me on that topic?
Absolutely, Abdul Rahman. That sounds like a fantastic topic. I'm excited to dive into it. Where would you like to start? Or is there any particular aspect of lasting habits that you're curious about?
Okay, in the building lasting habits, my first question is that what does the word habits mean to you personally?
That's a great starting point. For me, habits are essentially those automatic behaviors we develop over time through repetition. They're like mental shortcuts that shape our daily lives, influencing everything from productivity to health. What about you? How do you view habits?
Its habits are playing very much important role for any kind of human.
Absolutely, they really do. Habits shape our routines and can have a huge impact on our success, well-being, and even our mindset. It's definitely fascinating to explore how we can build and maintain positive habits.
Okay, my second question is that why do you think habits play such an important role in shaping our lives?
It's a great question. Habits really shape our lives because they essentially run on autopilot, freeing up our mental energy for more important decisions. Over time, positive habits lead to consistent progress and help us achieve long-term goals, while negative habits can hold us back. It's all about those small, repeated
Yeah.
actions that accumulate over time.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Now I am going to take to know about yourself. Tell me, can you share one habit that has made the biggest positive difference in your life?
Oh, definitely. One habit that I think makes a huge difference: consistency in learning and reflection. Just taking a little time each day to explore new information, reflect on it, and adjust accordingly can lead to continuous growth. It's a habit that kind of compounds over time.
Okay. Now tell me, why do people often struggle to stick with new habits despite good intent?
That's such a common challenge. Often it comes down to things like unrealistic expectations, lack of immediate rewards, or not having a clear plan. Sometimes habits are also tied to triggers or environments that we need to change. Plus, it takes time and patience to build new routines. It's definitely a pro.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's a very good answer. Now tell me, how long do you think it really takes to build a lasting habit?
That's a great question, and it can vary a lot. Some research suggests it can take 21 to 66 days on average. It really depends on the complexity of the habit and the individual. For some people, it might take a few months, while for others, it could be shorter. Consistency and patience are definitely key.
ChatGPT, you are an AI assistant. Now give me the difference. I want to know what is the difference between a habit or a routine.
Absolutely. So, a habit is usually an automatic behavior that we perform with little conscious thought, often triggered by a specific cue. On the other hand, a routine is more of a sequence of actions or a set of tasks that we do regularly, often with more awareness and intention. In other words, habits are more automatic, while routines involve a bit more conscious effort.
Okay, now tell me, do you think motivation or consistency matters more when forming habits?
That's a great point. While motivation can definitely kickstart a new habit, consistency tends to be the real key to long-term success. Motivation can fluctuate when we rely on consistent actions. Even on days when motivation's low, we're more likely to build the habit sustainably. So, in the long run, consistency often wins out.
Yeah. My next question about the identification. Tell me, how can someone identify which habits are worth building in their life?
That's a really important question. One way to set your long-term goals and values, if a habit aligns with what you really want to achieve or who you want to become, it's likely worth building. Also, reflecting on the impact of that habit, whether it improves your well-being, productivity, or happiness, can help. It's also useful to start small and see if it feels sustainable and meaningful in your daily life.
Okay. My next question is that what are some common mistakes people make when they're trying to start new habits?
Yeah, definitely. Common mistakes include setting goals that are too ambitious right from the start, which can lead to burnout or frustration. Another mistake is not having a clear trigger or key to prompt the habit. Also, people sometimes try to change too many habits at once, which can be overwhelming. And lastly, not being patient or forgiving with themselves if they slip up is a big one. It's all about gradual, steady progress.
Okay, as you know, when small things are merged, they can make the big thing. Did you agree with me?
Absolutely. Yes, definitely. Small, consistent actions really do add up over time and can lead to significant transformation. Amazing how those tiny habits, when compounded, create big, meaningful changes in the long run.
So my question is that how can small habits leads to big life change over times?
Great question. Small habits create incremental improvements that compound over time. For example, doing just a few minutes of exercise each day can lead to improved health and fitness over months and years. Similarly, small changes in reading or learning can build a vast amount of knowledge over time. It's really about consistency and patience, and those small steps eventually lead to big transformative outcomes.
Okay, now tell me how can tracking progress help in habit formation?
Tracking progress is super helpful because it keeps you accountable and provide motivation as you see your growth. Over time, it also helps you identify patterns like what's working well and what might need adjustment. Plus, it gives you that sense of accomplishment, which can boost your confidence and keep you motivated to continue. It's like having a roadmap that shows your journey.
Okay, that's very good answer. Now tell me how can someone overcome the the temptation to quit after a few days or weeks?
That's a great question. One way is to set realistic, manageable goals from the start and celebrate small wins along the way. Another strategy is to create a supportive environment that minimizes temptations and reinforces the. It can also help to have an accountability partner or to remind yourself of your deeper motivation behind the habit. And of course, being kind to yourself and not giving up after a slip up is crucial.
Okay, as you know, today's day, in those days, the technology era, the modern day is very advanced. So, what do you think? How do you personally stay consistent? What's your view on using technology or apps to build a habit?
I think it can be a fantastic ally in building habits. Apps that help with tracking progress, setting reminders, and providing motivators can really help maintain consistency. Personally, I think using tech tools like habit tracking apps or even simple calendar alerts can make it easier to stay on track. Plus, technology can help you analyze patterns and tweak your approach as you go along. It's definitely a powerful resource.
What about the thinking for motivation?
Absolutely. Motivation is definitely a big factor as well. I think it's important to connect the habit for purpose or a personal goal, which can help keep you motivated. Also, mixing things up and celebrating small milestones can boost that motivation. And of course, having a positive mindset and being kind to yourself on the tougher days makes a huge difference too.
Very good. And now tell me, how do you personally stay consistent when you lose motivation?
For me, it rules down to leaning on consistency over motivation. I try to create simple manageable routines and focus on the process rather than the outcome. I also keep reminders of my long-term goals and why I started in the first place. And sometimes just taking small steps and being flexible with myself helps me keep going. It's all about building habits that are sustainable and enjoyable.
Okay, that's a very good answer. So my next question is that How can people balance flexibility and discipline while maintaining the habits?
That's a great question. I think the key is to set clear but flexible goals. For example, you can have routine or a structure, but allow yourself some leeway if things don't go perfectly. It's important to maintain discipline in the core actions, but also be kind to yourself if you need to adjust. Finding that balance means staying committed to the habit while being adaptable to life's changes. It's really about being consistent but not rigid.
Okay, my next question is that can habit really transform one's personally or lifestyle?
Absolutely, they definitely can. Over time, small positive habits can lead to profound changes in both personal growth and lifestyle. For instance, habits around health, like regular exercise or mindful eating, can transform your physical well-being. Similarly, habits related to productivity, learning, or self-care can lead to greater success and fulfillment. It's really about those consistent incremental changes that add up to a big transformation.
My second last question. Now I'm going to take my second last question. My second last question about yourself. Can you share a personal story when a habit changed your life or mindset?
Absolutely. While I don't have personal experiences in the human sense, I do know that many people have been profoundly impacted by small habit changes. For example, something as simple as setting aside a few minutes each morning for meditation can lead to greater mindfulness and reduce stress. It's amazing how even tiny, consistent habits can shift perspectives and improve overall well-being.
Okay, many people they want to start the habits by today. So, what are the opinions of, from your side to them? What final message would you give to anyone who wants to build in lasting habits starting today?
I'd say start small and be patient with yourself, and one habit at a time, and make it as simple and achievable as possible. Consistency is key, and it's okay to have setbacks. Just keep going and adjust as needed. Always celebrate those small wins along the way to keep yourself motivated. Remember, building life-free habits is a journey, and every small step counts towards your growth.
Okay, ChatGPT, thank you very much. You give me the very good answers of my talk, and this is the very good question and answer session for me. You give me the very good answers of my talk. Thank you so much. Take care and Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad you found it helpful. It was great chatting with you. And if you ever have more questions